I'm Brett, this is Infosmercial, and today we're going to be cloning ourselves using the Cream Plus from Zhiyun.
All right, I'm off to the store. I'll see you guys.
No one cares. Whatever. Hey, get peanut butter. No. Jerk.
Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Wow! We did it! We cloned ourselves using this bad boy, the Cream Plus from Zhiyun, alongside a feature called Motion Memory, which is available in the ZY Play app. And Motion Memory allows you to record and play back the exact same camera movement over and over again, which is an awesome tool to have at your disposal. If you want to learn more about how Cream Plus and Motion Memory works, click that link right there. I did make an in-depth tutorial for y'all to watch. And it's cool, it's awesome stuff. So in this particular instance, we have what looks like one long continuous take where I'm in 3 different places and it's just very cool stuff. But the reality is it's just 3 different videos that we put into our editor. We sort of cropped and blended these things together and it looks like one long continuous take. Great. So let's dive into Final Cut Pro and we're going to take a look at how we can achieve this effect. And this should be the same whether you're using Premiere or Final Cut or a lot of other basic video editors. So let's go. Okay, so here we are in Final Cut. We have a new project started. We have our videos loaded up into our timeline. You'll see that they've been aligned and layered on top of one another. And so now our goal is to make sure the footage lines up and blend the footage together to make it look like one long video. So as of right now, you can only see that we have one clip that's visible, which is the clip number 3, the top clip. What we're going to do to make things easy is lower the opacity to about 50% on each one of these clips, or at least the top 2 clips. And there we go. We can see the remaining clips. So now we can see that things aren't exactly aligned. So what we're going to do is adjust the positioning of the videos. Again, to make things easy, we're going to work with one clip at a time. So we'll press V on clip number 3 here to make it invisible. And we can see the sort of misalignment going on in clip number 2. So we'll go here to position inside of the transform tool. And we'll just kind of adjust, and you can see by bringing it in, oh, aha, pretty well. Try adjusting the Y position just to make sure. So now we need to do the same thing for clip number 3. We'll just click 3, press V to make it visible again, and we can see the misalignment. We'll turn off clip 2 once again, just to make it easy. So let's shift clip number 3. So bringing it over and whoop, right there. And it looks like the Y position is not perfect, but there we go. Okay, these 3 clips are lined up now. But one thing that we'll notice in just a second, by making these other clips invisible, is that we have all this negative space here at the edge of the frame. And of course we want our video to fill up the whole frame when we're outputting. So what we're gonna need to do is scale the size of the video for the clip that has the largest amount of negative space. So we'll zoom out so we can see that a little better. So we're gonna sort of comparison shop here. Turn clip 3 back on. Okay, clip 3 has some negative space, but clip 2 has a lot more. So we're going to scale this until that space disappears. 108 works, but we'll stick with 109. We'll reactivate the clips. And now we need to scale the other clips by the exact same amount. Just type in 109, clip 1, 109, enter. Zoom back in just a little bit. Okay. And things are lined up pretty good still because we scaled by the same amount. Actually, it looks a little fuzzy. Let's just double check. Oh yeah, here we go. All right, let's adjust this just a little bit more. There we go. Bring that in a few pixels. Do the same thing for this clip. This actually needs to go up. Okay, great. So things are lined up, and because we scaled each clip, there's no more black frame at the edge of our footage. And now we need to blend things together. In order to do this, we're going to use the graduated mask tool. And we're going to apply a graduated mask to the top two clips. We'll go through and select our clip. What we're going to do is turn the opacity back up to 100 so we can see what exactly is going on and we can see our footage. We're going to deactivate clip number 3 for the time being. Alright, so here we are, clip number 2. And we can see that the mask is working. Now we just need to place it in the right spot. So this one is adjusting the center, and this one will adjust both of the angle and the width. So we're going to place this, I think, right here. It looks just about perfect. We're going to try to place this in a segment that doesn't have a ton of detail in the middle of it. So like these speakers and stuff. Make it a little bit narrower. Move it over. Okay, this is good. So because this is a moving shot, we're going to need the mask to move along with the footage as well. So what we're going to do, this looks good so far, we're going to set a keyframe by clicking the plus icon here. And this is our starting point. So now what we're going to do is we're going to navigate to the end of the clip where we see both the first clone and the position of where we would expect the mask to be. We're going to navigate to the point where both of those have moved off frame. Okay, well, let's go a little bit further. Okay, right here looks pretty good. So now what we're going to do is adjust the positioning. I'm just going to use this dial right here. You could do this by hand by clicking the center point. I'm just going to use the x-axis. Move this back here to right on the center of the couch where it was. And you'll see that Final Cut has created a new keyframe for its position. And it'll animate that position change for us, which is great. But there's still a slight problem with the footage. We need to go back to the beginning and do the same thing. Okay, so right here I start to sort of cross over, and you can see it a little bit. Right here I fade away. We're gonna go to the point where it is the worst, which looks like right here. Hey, quit staring. So let's use this slider here until it disappears. Right there. And once again, Final Cut has created a new keyframe for us. Let's watch the playback. We're gonna watch the hands. Oh, looks good. Let's just rewind that really quick. Then we're gonna watch the background. Oof, buttery smooth. That looks awesome. And that's really it. We've cloned ourselves pretty successfully. But you'll notice that it does take a little bit of planning. So one thing you're going to want to do is block out your scene. You'll notice that I set myself up in very distinct and separate parts of my environment, and that's important to executing a shot like this. And then another thing you're going to want to do is use manual settings on your camera to avoid any sort of like fluctuations that sort of might give away the trick. So use a manual focus point, use a manual white balance most importantly, I would say, so you don't have to deal with very tedious color corrections and stuff in post-production. So now we need to do the same thing for our third clip, and we're just going to kind of speed along this part. We have a little bit of work to do right here to clean things up, but overall it looks pretty good. So that's how you clone yourself in a moving shot. which is kind of incredible when you think about it, because just a few years ago, it would cost, you know, several $1,000s for the equipment, and you'd probably need a helping hand and yada yada. But now with things like Crane Plus and motion memory, just about anybody can do it because it's only a few $100. And that's huge for, you know, videographers and content creators like you and I. And there's a whole number of ways that you can use these techniques to achieve some really cool special effects other than just cloning, and to add some overall impact to your footage regardless of what you're shooting. So let me know in the comments section down below if you guys would like to see me make a video on some other different ways you could use this sort of technique, or even different techniques to add special effects to your footage easily. Let me know. I'd love to make a video, but I'll leave that entirely up to you guys. And of course, if you liked the video, give it a big old thumbs up down below, and subscribe to the channel, because apart from video special effects, we're gonna be playing with things, we're gonna make things, and we're gonna break things, and you don't wanna miss it. Until next time, everybody.